The Gospel according to John, chapter 2, passage 2, cleansing of the temple. The Jewish Passover was near, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. In the temple, he found those who were selling cattle, sheep, and doves, and the money changers seated at their tables. Making a whip out of cords, he drove them all out of the temple, including the sheep and cattle, scattered the money of the money changers, and overturned their tables. To those who were selling doves, he said, "Take these out of here and stop making my Father's house a marketplace." His disciples recalled that it was written, "Zeal for your house will consume me." In response, the Jews said to him, "What sign can you show us for doing this?" Jesus answered them, "Destroy this temple, and I will raise it again in 3 days." The Jews then said, "It has taken 46 years to build this temple, and you are going to raise it in 3 days?" But the temple he had spoken of was his body. After he was raised from the dead, his disciples recalled what he had said. Then they believed the scripture and the words that Jesus had spoken. These words invite us to reflect. In this passage of the Gospel according to John, Jesus goes to Jerusalem for the feast of Passover and performs a symbolic act of cleansing the temple. Upon entering the temple, he sees merchants and money changers who have turned the sacred place into a marketplace. Jesus reacts with anger, driving them out and overturning the tables. This dramatic act by Jesus expresses his zeal for the purity and sanctity of God's house. The temple was meant to be a place of prayer and worship, but it had become a place of commerce and exploitation. Through his actions, Jesus reminds us of the true purpose of the temple as a place for humans to encounter God. His words, "Destroy this temple, and I will raise it again in 3 days," cause confusion among the Jews, who think he is speaking about the building. However, Jesus is referring to his body, foreshadowing his death and resurrection. This prophecy is understood by his disciples only after his resurrection, when they remember his words and believe in them. For contemporary believers, the cleansing of the temple serves as a reminder of the need for spiritual purity and devotion to God. It calls us to reflect on how we treat our places of worship and maintain our relationship with God, avoiding superficiality and materialism in our religious lives. Thank you for today. See you soon. Your friend sends warm greetings.